Listen, we need to talk about something that nobody likes to talk about when planning their wedding. Send this to somebody who's currently engaged in planning their wedding, and we need to talk about weather contingencies. Here in Arizona, I do about 75 weddings a year, and I would say most of the time there's no rain, there's no inclement weather. It's a beautiful time, and everybody has the best time ever, right? Everything goes according to plan. But I would say 3 to 5 weddings a year, they get rocked by the weather. There's rain, there's hail, there's just something unexpected that happens. And the venue that you fell in love with, where you're going to have your ceremony, cocktail hour, and at least dinner outside, suddenly a contingency plan needs to be made. This happened this weekend. We had a bride who really wanted to be outside for ceremony, for cocktail hour, and reception. And it was one of the few days out of the year that we were supposed to get rain in Arizona. Regardless of what happened, we were going to be outside for ceremony. But then as we're setting up, all the vendors, the wedding planners, the catering team, all of this stuff, we're like, where is the rest of the night? And basically the wedding planner had to plan 2 different weddings at once. This is what happens if we stay outside. This is what happens if we go inside. And so as wedding vendors, we're running around, we don't know what's happening. And then cocktail hour is outside, we're vibing, and they're like, well, we think that we're going to try. We're going to see if we can just stay outside for this. And I was like, this is going to be a bad idea, but okay, let's go for it. So we do grand entrance, we do first dance, we do opening toast, get into dinner. During salads, it starts downpouring, and I am in the ballroom setting up for dancing because nobody could give me a definitive answer where I needed to set up. And so all my stuff gets soaked. All the guests get soaked, all their possessions, the hair, the makeup, the dress that they rented from Rent the Runway, all of that basically destroyed. They go inside, we make the best out of it. I want you to think about this when you're at the crossroads. Should we go inside and play it safe, or should we stay outside and try to have the wedding that we've always wanted? I understand how stressful of a situation that is, but I want you to think about this. If you stay outside and it dumps rain on your guests, that is going to be a huge negative, a huge impact to the actual wedding day itself, and maybe some incurring expenses that will come after the fact because of water damage, right? Or you go inside and it doesn't rain, which also kind of sucks, but at the same time, it's not nearly as catastrophic as water damage, guests leaving early, people not having a good time, and the cluster of people are suddenly like huddled inside and they don't know where to sit, where to eat, like all of that type of stuff. That is it is worse to stay outside and get poured on rather than go inside, play it safe. It doesn't pour on you guys. It's okay. I mean, that you rolled with the punches, right? And I mean, obviously the middle ground is you reserve some sort of clear plastic tent that's going to be $10,000 to $20,000. That's a lot of money, but I guess you can have your cake and eat it too in that way. Man, please send this to a couple who's getting married and they need to talk about the weather contingencies. Even if there's 0% chance on the radar the Monday before your wedding, like have these conversations. Hire a wedding planner that you trust, that you can say, this is our plan. We need to make this call by this time, but whatever it is, you have our back. We're so glad that we hired you, and you get to be the passenger at your wedding rather than this chaotic mess where we get dumped on and suddenly we have to go inside. And we lost at least an hour of open dancing. It was still a great time, and I was very impressed with their friends and family that rallied around them. I hope that it doesn't rain on your wedding day. Make sure that you bury the sausage, or I don't know, pray to a hex god or something like that. You won't get rain on your wedding day. Either way, at the end of the day, remember that you are getting married to the love of your life, that a wedding is the first day in the rest of your life. And if things don't fully go according to plan, it's okay because you've got each other. Tell me if I'm right. Tell me if I'm wrong. I'm sure you will.